What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on Prize Picks. This time we got plays for Friday. It is officially Flex Friday, and that means that I will be sending out a free Flex Friday play. I do it every single week. If you guys are not locked in over there, all you got to do to get that free play is hit the only link in the description of this video. The top link, it is winnable.com/bam. And once you guys get over here, scroll down, sign up for the free plan. Say you guys are already on this. All you got to do is make sure you guys are over here. I will be sending out my I don't know why it's showing up kind of weird like that, but it will be just sending out a link and a image showing you guys exactly what play I'm taking for Flex Friday. That'll be probably in the afternoon. I'm recording this, early Friday morning, so that's why it's not up yet. But I want to go ahead and recap the day before, guys. If you're new to this channel and you don't know yet, we recap every single day, win, loss, draw. And guys, this day was so close to being a huge day for us. Because what happened was I sent out 5 plays on the VIP. I sent out 5 plays on the VIP. I gave 1 away for free. That was the bonus free play. We'll talk about the free play at the end. But I want to just say, guys, all 5 plays were 4-mans. Before anybody says we didn't hit a play, this 4-man cashed, okay? I'm just going to show you guys. Reason is, it doesn't show green because PrizePicks is slow as hell. This 4-man cashed. McLeod Bethel Thompson went for 280 yards. Mac went for over 60. I'll show you guys the stats right now. Bethel Thompson 280, Mac went for over 60. If you're on the VIP, congrats. Even if PrizePicks doesn't show it yet, you got your green right there. That was 9x. That paid for the entire day, and we got profit on the day. But I'm still kind of pissed because this day was so close to being huge. Let's start off with this one. We get a 3 out of 4, and it's not just regular 3 out of 4. We miss by 0.5. This could have been another 4-man cash. This actually would have been a 9, or no, this actually would have been an 8.5x. So a great play right there, barely missed. Yet another one, we missed by just one guy. This one wasn't as close, but literally missing by one guy. And right here, we missed by one play yet again. Over here, we hit a setup, so we hit these 2 perfectly. And then these 2, we just got the flip side. So we said that JL was actually going to have a bad game, and KCB were going to have a good game. This actually ends up going swapped on us. JL has a good game, KCB has a bad game. And guys, the crazy part is we still made money today because we still hit a 4-man. But look at how many plays we cashed. It is disproportionate. We put down, well, you do the math, right? You put down 5 4-mans, you're putting down 20 plays, and we only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 L's. We only took 5 L's. We had 15 greens, and we still only managed to come out of the day with 1 4-man. That is near the worst that you could get. And we missed by 0.5, guys. It was really rough right there, but hey, it's still 3 units of profit. I'm not going to complain, not at all. So this one actually, let's go ahead and talk about this play too. What ends up happening is Dedrick Mills, because they obviously haven't, greened out the plays yet. Dedrick Mills went for 78 yards, and you guys might see Calgary actually lost this game, but I watched the entirety of this game, guys. Calgary were in the lead so much. They gave Dedrick Mills the ball 14 times, and Vernon Adams only ended up throwing for 193 yards. We basically got the read perfect. I told you guys, football correlation is where it's at. I mean, I say correlation is where it's at in every single sport, but football correlation, we're locked in over there. Running back over, quarterback under. This was 2 greens and a loss right here. But what ends up happening here is probably one of the weirdest results I've ever seen. It is very rare for a top laner to get 8 kills. It is very rare for the underdog team. They were plus 450 to win the game. It's very rare for them to win. And actually, I'll show you guys what ended up happening here, because you might be like, this guy just said that top laners don't score very much. Why did he just get 8 kills? I'm going to show you guys the exact here. And if you guys, I thought somebody was asking about this in the comments, it is sofascore.com. That's where I get these stats, or just results really. Nord were the team minus 450 to win, or actually I think it's minus 550 to win, and Rich Gang were way heavy underdogs. They actually ended up winning 17-4. And the top laner leads the team in kills with 8 kills. This guy goes under his. This guy goes under his. This guy goes over. This guy goes under. So even though they won the game, most of the guys still went on the under. So it was a great play right there, guys. But the top laner ends up going for 8 kills. And I'm sorry this was a little bit of a longer recap, but I just wanted to say, I mean, we put out 23 plays and we only took 6 L's. If you count this one, 23 individual props. We took 6 L's. That is, just doing some quick math, that is that is over a 50% hit rate. I mean, I'm not the best at math myself, but honestly, that sounds like a great hit rate. Let me see. Yeah, that's a 74% hit rate for you guys right there. I'm gonna do the math right now real quick. But that's enough yapping for the day, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about the free play of the day. And what do you know? I didn't post it. Here you go. I appreciate those of you guys, by the way, who watched the entire recap. You guys are the ones who are actually learning more just from watching the plays, what missed, what didn't, why we're taking what we're taking. But if you want to skip to the plays right here, this is the place you got to skip to. If that's you, it is. I respect the grind, bro. Now, Sabrina Ionescu on the over at 5.5 assists. This is one of my favorite plays in the WNBA right now because of just pure consistency, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be on this play because it's a great play. I mean, like, last few games, 9 assists, 9 assists. The last time she went under was only 5 assists against the Dream, and the Dream are one of the best defenses in the league. Phoenix, kind of middle of the road. They're not that great, but they're not terrible either. So I like her on the over here at 5.5. Honestly, I don't really know why the line is this low. I understand a little bit of regression. It probably should be closer to 6.5, but 5.5 is a little bit too low. Sometimes like this, you just got to see the greens and you take the line because it is just way too low. Now, and honestly, I mean, I'll show you guys the stats. Phoenix, very middle of the pack in assists. Injuries, nothing major has changed. So there's really nothing much to be worried about here. But of course, it's betting. Anything can happen. Your top laner could go for 8 kills in a ridiculous game. You never know. But we're running back the same strategy we used for CFL today. And I mean, it's going to be a lot of the same things I talked about in yesterday's video. And hey, yesterday we cashed out. We're taking AJ Ouellette, who is definitively the best running back in the CFL. I mean, some people are probably going to get mad if I say that. If you watch CFL, you might, have a different opinion. But AJ Ouellette has been one of the best running backs in the CFL for so long. I mean, look at this. Already has 428 yards on the season, 1,000 yard season in 2023 with Toronto, 500, and then he was obviously not getting that many games when he was starting out. But this guy is the best running back in the league, and I'll show you guys his stats close up if I can find it. Here it is. So last week he had 72 yards against BC, and that was a close game. That was a close game right here, 33-27. But here's what you got to know. When it's not a close game, you're going to run the football. Whether it's CFL, whether it's Canadian football, whether it's NFL, whether it's college football. When you're up by 20 points, you're going to run the football. I don't care what the rules are. When you're up by 20 points, you're going to run the football. In this game, the SSK are actually minus 455 favorites to win. They are by far the favorites. They could genuinely be up by 20 points in this game and just feed the ball to their star running back again. And I'll show you guys, this is the best part about this play. Let's look at the weeks where he actually ended up hitting this. One here, week 4 against BC, week 3 against Toronto, week 2 against Hamilton right here. We look at this, week 4 against BC, it was a huge upset. They won by 19 points. This one right here, this was actually a little bit of a closer game, but you can see Toronto actually kind of caught up towards the end, so it was not as close as it looked. And then right here against Hamilton, I'm not going to lie, this game was not that close either. Look at this. Hamilton gets 13 points in the fourth quarter. So when they're leading by a lot, right, it doesn't matter hopefully they end the game up by 20 points. But it doesn't really matter because if they're leading by a lot, that's the game script that we're following. He's going to have a lot of rushing yards. And I want to show you guys right here, Trevor Harris gets quite a few passing yards, but he's not hitting 315. Here's an example of an under on the quarterback and an over on the running back. This is just a trend that happens in football right here. An under on the quarterback and an over on the running back. I'm just going to keep pulling up these stats to show you guys. Here, it was not Trevor Harris. It was actually Jake Mayer. But an under on the quarterback and a huge over on the running back. So, I just want to show you guys. I'm sure you guys know football. It's not like when I'm explaining esports, there's a lot to explain. You guys know football. If you run the football, you're probably not going to pass the football that much. That's just how the game works. If you're up by 20 points, you're going to run the football. Very, very basic stuff. So yeah, I'm going to end it there, guys. Make sure you guys are tuned in over on the Winnable because I will be sending out my Flex Friday play. And I want to say, guys, congrats on a huge day on VIP. I know we only profited 3 units, but if this is a sign of good things, if this isn't a sign of good things to come, I don't know what is. This is an elite day right here. Now, that's all I got for the video. Let's have a great Friday.